Taking time to plan your meals and prep them is a simple way to help you stick to eating a healthy diet. The goal of meal prep is to make it easier for our future self to have a peaceful day. Preps made beforehand help us to cut short those sudden urges to order from outside to fulfill the need at that present moment. That's why I keep saying meal preps are a boon for all the ladies. Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome back. Be it a working mom or a stay-at-home mom, it's always a good practice to do some monthly and weekly meal preps to have that extra 15 minutes sleep in the mornings. I have insisted in my videos time and again the importance of meal preps and the role they play in our busy schedule. I have also shared some meal prep videos earlier. Well, today can be considered as part 3 of those videos. If you haven't checked my previous videos, links will be given in the description box. Please do check. In today's video, I'll be sharing some premixes of almost all South Indian breakfast recipes along with some chutney premix, soup concentrates and almond spread. So, watch till the end to get complete information on them. The premixes I am going to share are not only healthy but also take just 15 minutes to make them when needed. Along with how to make the premixes, I will be simultaneously showing the recipes too. But first, I am going to make roasted peanuts. Having roasted peanuts in our pantry can save us a lot of time as they are used as toppings for poha, they can be used to make peanut chutneys or can be eaten just like that for munching. We consume peanuts very frequently and the easiest way that I have found to roast peanuts is to microwave them at 180 degrees for 5 minutes. You can also air fry them at the same temperature and the result would be the same. Once they cool down, put them into a towel and rub them gently and the peel would come off very easily, and I sieve them using a frying ladle. These can be stored in an airtight container for 2 weeks. After that they would start to give some oily smell, so I prefer doing this for small batches. Next comes premix for idli, upma and paniyarams. Yes, this is a 3-in-1 premix. Many times making idli or paniyarams is a time-consuming process as you have to soak the rava, or for authentic idlis we have to make the batter. Well, this is just an instant recipe. All you need to do is in a kadai take 1 tablespoon oil, mustard seeds, jeera, hing, and to that you add chopped green chilies, chopped ginger and chopped curry leaves, and once they are roasted, add 1 cup of suji and roast until suji turns aromatic. Once that is done, add roasted peanuts and just mix it well and let it cool down completely and store in an airtight container. For making the batter using this premix, all you need to do is take 1 cup of this premix, add half cup of curd, add water for the required consistency along with some salt and a pinch of baking soda, steam them as idlis. The same batter can be used for making paniyarams. You can add required vegetables for paniyarams. For upma, you just need to add 1:2 ratio of water while cooking and that's it, upma would be done. Next comes millet dosa premix. Here I have used ragi millet flour. You can use mixed millet flour or any millet flour that you want. I have taken equal quantities of ragi flour and rava, to which I have added 1 tablespoon of gram flour or besan and I have grinded them into a smooth powder. Whenever I need the batter, all I do is take 1 cup of this premix, add half cup of curd to it, salt and add water accordingly as required for the consistency, and on hot tawa I just spread it like a normal dosa, and that's it. Healthy ragi or millet dosa is ready. You can store this in an airtight container. Next comes normal dosa premix. This is a little tedious process as I have first washed and sun-dried the dosa rice and urad dal. They say that we should not use the raw rice just like that, but after that I learned that when you roast the raw rice or urad dal or lentils, or to come to that any sort of lentils, at 70 degrees of temperature they will retain their nutrition. But I did not know that, so I have washed and sun-dried them. Here I am dry roasting the rice first, as both rice and dal should be roasted separately. I have roasted the rice here until it has lost all of its moisture and the tips have started becoming brown. Now I am allowing it to cool down, and in the meanwhile I am going to roast the urad dal. Here I have taken a ratio of 1 cup urad dal to 3 cups of rice. To 1 cup of this urad dal I have added 3 tablespoons of chana dal, 3 tablespoons of tuar dal and some fenugreek seeds. To this I have added half a cup of poha. I am roasting them nicely until the poha turns crispy and the lentils turn into brownish color. I am letting them cool down too, and once these cool down completely, I am going to grind them into a very fine powder. This is a must, otherwise the dosas will start forming lumps. You have to very finely grind them. I am checking the consistency here. The powder is still very coarse, so I am grinding it again. To remove any further doubts, I'll be sieving both rice powder and lentil powder separately to get that perfect texture. After sieving them separately, I'll be mixing them together and storing them in an airtight container. Whenever I need the batter, I would take the same way 1 cup of this premix. To this, I'll add half a cup of curd, a pinch of salt, a pinch of baking soda and water as needed until I get a normal dosa consistency. Once I get that consistency, I'll spread it on a hot tawa as dosas, and ready-made dosas are ready in no time. No need of grinding the batter, nothing. Just instant dosas are ready with this premix. Do try it and let me know how you found it. Once everything is mixed well, store it in an airtight container and it will last you for a month if you make it in larger batches. All you need to make sure of is there is no moisture in it. Next comes garlic peanut chutney premix. This is such a hit in my family, seriously. I just make these cubes and keep them in my freezer, and whenever I need them, I just take them out and make this chutney very instantly. All you need to do is dry roast handful of garlic cloves along with 4 to 5 dry red chilies, and once the garlic cloves start getting black spots on them, switch off the flame and add roasted peanuts to them. Once that is cooled down, add it to a mixture jar and grind it into a smooth paste along with some water. Once it's done, add them into ice cube tray and freeze them, and whenever you need to make a chutney, take 3 to 4 cubes of these premix chutney cubes and add a little tamarind. I have added a tamarind ice cube to it along with grated coconut, and I have added some hot water and kept it aside for it to defrost. And once everything is defrosted, I am going to just grind them in a mixer jar for a couple of seconds to remove all the lumps, and after that I am going to mix it well. Add tadka of your choice. I am adding chana dal, urad dal, mustard seeds, jeera, dry red chilies and curry leaves along with hing. This is a superb tadka. You can even add garlic if you want, but as there is already more garlic in it, I am not going to add anything. Trust me, this is going to be a life-saving premix for you. Try this and let me know. Here's a bonus food storage tip for you. To store garlic in an airtight container, keep a cloth and add some toothpicks to it. Toothpicks are made of wood, so they have the tendency to absorb moisture, so the garlic cloves can stay fresh for a longer period of time. Cover it with a tissue paper or another cloth and close the lid and store it in the refrigerator. They will be good to go for another week. Next comes vegetable soup concentrate. Winters are here and we all crave for that hot soups during the evenings. Well, this soup concentrate is going to help you there. You can take vegetables of your choice. Here I have taken some carrots, tomatoes, onions, garlic cloves, ginger, along with some coriander leaves and some spices like bay leaf, cloves, peppercorns, cinnamon sticks, and that's it. Add some water along with some salt, and that's it. Pressure cook it for around 2 whistles and this mixture is ready. Once the pressure releases, add this to a blender jar and make it into a smooth paste. Whenever you need the soup, take 2 spoons of this concentrate, add some water to it, keep it on low flame on heat and add a little bit of salt if needed and some pepper powder, and that's it. Hot and yummy soup is ready. You can add some cream to it too if you want to. The same goes with palak puree. Here I have taken a bunch of palak along with some aloo and garlic cloves, ginger, onions, salt, and I have added some coriander leaves. To this I have added some water and pressure cooked it for 2 whistles. This puree can be used for making palak sabzi, or you can add it to your chapati dough like I am doing here. To some wheat flour I have added 2 spoons of palak puree, and I am going to make palak roti with this. You can also make palak paneer with this, or you can make palak soup with this too. I am just giving you the basic recipe. You can play around as you want to. This can be stored in the refrigerator for a week. If you want, you can make them into ice cubes and freeze them in the freezer. Next comes grated coconut. Many of you have asked me how to store coconut. Well, the only way you can store coconut for a longer period of time is to store them in freezer. When stored them directly in the freezer, it will be very hard for us to actually remove the shell from it. So I store them in grated form and chunk form. I store them in both the ways because in some recipes I do need the chunks. So half of the coconuts I am going to grate them into a fine mixture, and the other half I will be storing them just like that in chunks. This grated coconut can come in handy for so many recipes, like you can use them as garnishing for curries, you can use them in poha, sambar, you can use them in chutneys, what not. It comes as a lifesaver for many recipes. Also, storing them in these chunk forms can help me in using them for any desserts that I require. That is why I prefer storing some of these in chunk forms. Next comes kids' favorite almond spread. I have made this and it lasted only for 2 days, trust me. Many of us invest in this Nutella and other form of spreads which have palm oil in it, but trust me, this is a healthy form of these spreads. All you have to do is dry roast a cup of badam on low flame until they start to splatter. Once they cool down, add them to a grinding jar. To that, add 1 tablespoon of raw cacao powder, 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have taken fine sugar, you can add normal sugar too. To this, add a pinch of salt, little bit of vanilla essence or any other essence that you like, and grind them into a smooth paste. You don't have to add oil or anything in the beginning, you just have to grind them into a smooth paste, and once when it is grinded smoothly, then add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. That's it. This gives a very nice shine to the spread. Add it to bread or roti and this is going to taste yummy. Trust me, kids are going to love it. This can be stored in the refrigerator for 1 week and trust me, it's not going to last you for that long. Also, you can add it to milk as a mix and kids can drink it as milkshake. All the premixes that I have shared, if stored in airtight containers, can last you for more than 2 weeks. But I prefer to make them in small batches to retain their freshness. Ladies, take out some time and try these premixes to have that sweet 15 minutes of sleep in the morning. If not 15 minutes, at least 10 minutes. But having these handy will stop you from ordering food from outside. Trust me, these are life-saving premixes. Try them once and do let me know. Also, if you haven't seen my previous meal prep videos, I'll link them in the description box. Do check. With this, we come to the end of this video. See you all soon with a new video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye bye.